we have been told of solutions that led to Operation Halt, Operation Vanguard, Phase 1, Phase 2, and as the Media Foundation for West Africa's investigations have even just revealed, one of their guys, Francis Owusu Echao, the NPP's 2024 parliamentary candidate, who is linked to how many companies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. As the man who registers these companies, he was secretary to the committee. He was on the committee, interministerial committee against illegal mining. And we are told that at the time, he allegedly suggested to the secretary to the committee, Charles Bisu, who also had to get out of that place, that they could take advantage of their positions on the committee to get involved in small-scale mining. This is the man who is now the middleman connecting a lot of politically exposed persons, including people at the presidency, to mine in the forest reserve, significant biodiversity areas. Can we win this fight?
Thank you very much, Samson, and your distinguished panel members, and also your cherished viewers. I will start with a statement, and I think that will define the thought patterns and how we see things going forward. In terms of socio-economic potential, I see the small-scale mining sector, whether legal or illegal, as a sleeping giant. But here is the caveat, that this is the key thing. But its negative impact, if not managed well, becomes suicidal. And I guess we have gotten to that suicidal stage. That is why we are getting all this attention for the sector. Can we win the fight? Yes,
we're losing you there. But did you say yes? A president put his presidency on the line. 7 years down the line, we have not won it. And you are still hopeful?
Yes, I'm very hopeful. Samson, the reason being that I have been involved with the sector since 2014 in Ghana, not only in Ghana, but in other sub-African regions, other African countries, where I have contributed to their development of their sector. And I have seen them moving from west to, not best, however, they are on the way of getting there where they expect to be. So I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that we could get there if the right things are brought on the table, because the challenges are multifaceted. And therefore, just one approach wouldn't address these challenges. We need all hands on deck. And then we also need community commitment, right? The challenges we are seeing now, yes, people are saying political and stuff, but personally, I will look at it from the perspective that Ghanaians are not being citizens. Again, we are being spectators, because the miners are within our communities. They are mining on the river bodies. All the negative stuff they are doing are within the communities. We don't need the president to come to the community and stop them. We have traditional leaders. We have community members. It is our responsibility to ensure that our natural resources are protected. And so, therefore, I will say that, look, until we all wake up from our slumber and decide to protect our natural resources, our lands and our water bodies, the president, the government policies may be enacted, but it will not address the issue. And that is where I'm coming from, that I'm very hopeful that when we bring all our expertise, or we bring all our desires and commitment together, we can uproot the illegalities in our community.
The fight was escalated under Akufo-Addo. It's been at the height, and this is where we have seen the worst. What have you diagnosed has been the cause of the failure? Give us 3, quick.
Well, quick one. Let me say this. All these things that we are seeing, they have been happening. However, I think this is a period is received a lot of attention, And it's also a period where a lot of people have also realized the socio-economic potential in the sector, and therefore we've had a lot of people coming in. Now, for instance, if we take some of the strategies that I believe had failed in terms of bringing the military on board, one, the strategy in tackling that with the military, I think were not clear. The strategies were not clear enough. The second one was that there was a community resistance because some communities' economies are evolving around these galamsey stuff. So therefore, they place in some resistance against the military. And the third thing is that the social fibers, how our social dynamics, because when somebody is arrested, right, they run to the Juantua Hene and the Juantua people in the communities to come and then plead on their behalf. And therefore, we are not able to effectively implement our policies and even, enforce the laws that we have. So these are the things that I see.
What will be your one solution that needs focus for government going forward in fighting this?
Right. Let's put it this way. When we talk of small-scale mining, a lot of us have bundled the activities. There are phases, there are different types and forms. But going forward, currently, one of the most steps I would love government to do is to completely ban any form of activities on our river bodies. It is not a negotiable step. And it also requires commitment and the rally and the entire country. There should be a complete ban of activities on our river bodies. So kind of a state of emergency. And also all operations that are discharging their effluent and wastewater into our river bodies completely needs to be stopped. And we can use technologies to monitor all these activities, including the military and all other agencies. So that should be the first focus. First and foremost, there needs to be an emergency, state of emergency declared on working on our river bodies, discharging wastewater in there. And then we talked about the forest reserves being also encroached. We could put a ban on that, and then we start reviewing the operations of these activities case by case to ensure that they are aligning with what our law permits. If their practices are contrary to our environmental management practices, then we cease the operation completely. These are some of the few thoughts I think could help address the issue.
Thank you very much, Doc. And we thank you for also making yourself available to the state in seeking to help this for over a long time, to the point that now they call you the Galamsey doctor for very good reasons.